So I've had a few people asking about installation of the Stealth LED strip light, and I thought I'd just jump on here and reinstall my own. Actually, mine's been on for a couple of years now, and you know, I thought it was a good opportunity just to quickly show you how to install it. So really all you need is a 10mm socket, a crayon or a pencil. That'll just help us mark where it's going, and this is what you'll be receiving. So it's got a 3M adhesive tape to it, soldered connectors, which I do here, and a preloaded fuse tap and a connection here. Now some people ask, you know, why is this not heat shrinked at the time of installation, at the time of when you receive it. Simply, I just find it easier to wrap insulation tape around this after it's installed, you know, just so you're sure the connection's still solid as it's being put on, and then you can sort of house it where you need to and cover it. So yeah, that's what you're going to need to start with, and I'll show you the way I install mine. So the first thing you want to do is pop the bonnet and clean this area here. Some people use alcohol, a wet wipe and a tissue just to dry it, so you want to ensure that it's clean and dry, because obviously this is on a Series 5, so this is how this works. Series 6 is similar, and a Series 4. So yeah, just clean all that area there, just scrape off anything. I've just got some residue from the one that I had on there before because it was stuck really nicely. So yeah, do that first. If you want to close the bonnet and get a crayon or a pencil, you don't have to do this, but it just makes your life a bit easier. And just trace your bonnet line, just like this, all the way around. All the way around, snap the crayon, and then finish it there. Right, so you can see the residue there. So bonnet now open again, and I can see my line here, which obviously is just the lip of the bonnet. So that's what I want to go and try and follow. The next thing you want to do is get the strip light itself, fold it in half, like so, to find the midpoint. That midpoint obviously starts above your Mitsubishi badge here. So you want to dry run it onto there and feed it either side, and your wires on the right hand side where the battery's going to go. And I'll do that now. So you can see here, before I've peeled the adhesive tape off, and I've obviously got one hand, I'm going to follow that crayon line all the way around here. I know where my halfway point is, so I'm not going to be equal each side. And then I'm going to peel the adhesive tape off the bottom and start one end and stick it all the way down. So that crayon line really ensures that your bonnet strip isn't going to overhang. It's going to sit just underneath the bonnet line, which I'll quickly show you now. You know, that makes it invisible essentially. So you just, when it's not on, you just don't see anything. Now you've got this red strip here of the tape, but I'll show you what to do with that shortly. So that's installed now. I'll just pop the bonnet again. There's this bit slightly overhanging, so don't panic. If you've installed it and it's not quite right, you've still got a bit of time just to fine tune it and just re-stick that down. Yes, I don't want to brush this point and make sure it's on there good. Right, next thing we're going to do is, with the fuse tap we already have, this is on the Series 5, remember, so take that off. Dip side light, which is one of these two 15 amps. Pull that, and then just simply plug that into there. And then 10mm socket. Just want to back that up.
Yeah, this is a real-time install here now, so I'm doing it one-handed. I'm hoping to drop this. Cable tied up, so we're going to cut them. I'll need the wire after, but obviously your internal supply fits already, so you haven't got time for anything like that. Not back up. Yeah, you can heat shrink these if you want to. You can insulate them, whatever you need to do. You know, I always try and leave it up to the user's preference. Just tighten that down. So that's standard there, which is ideal.
Got your fuse tap here, which is taking power from your dipped headlights and giving power to the accessory itself. Got a bit of wiring here, which I will need to nut. I'm not just going to leave in there, you know, cable tie it up. I know, you know, I will insulate this as well. I mean, it's pretty well connected under there anyway. Ignore these, this is just for another accessory which I've moved out of the way temporarily. Right, and that's it really. But it's not, because I need to peel this off. So I will do that now, peel this off, and show you what that looks like after. But before I stop, ignore the state of my truck, it's an actual work truck. But you see that's on now. I peeled the top adhesive off. Now bear in mind that is adhesive as well. I mean, don't worry about it too much, it's nothing to worry about at all. It's fine as it is. But I have seen a lot of people actually put a black insulation tape on this top section here now. So then all that's visible is this front edge. I would do it, but unfortunately I don't have any black. But it's something that I will do. And that's it. So, you know, you clean this crayon off, get that smooth, drop the bonnet. Yeah, and it's invisible essentially until you do turn that light on, which I'll do again. And there it is. I'll show you at night time and see what that looks like. But what people need to remember is this is a DIY, very simple install light. You know, you can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on different accessories, and this has taken me 5 minutes at home, everything pre-attached. Looks pretty cool, obviously, like you've got the sweeping light effect, which I'll show you at night time. And you know, it is what it is, and it does a great job, and it just looks a bit cool. So what I'll do is show you effect at night time. So with the power I hold, I'll make it night. And there we go. So it's a shame because the camera's quite glared, but it's actually a really clean, nice light it gives out in the dark. And I'll just show you the sweep when you turn it on. Hold that there. So yeah, it's just a very simple, quick, easy to install light accessory for the series 4, 5 and 6. And obviously, as you can see, it comes with, you know, everything pre-attached and crimped. You know, most of these light accessories you buy online these days, they come as bare wire, so you have to install your own crimp, install your own heat shrink solder, etc. Which to most people, you know, that's fine, you can do that. But you know, the aim with everything I sell is sort of, you know, the idea that you don't have to have all these tools to be able to modify your vehicle. It's just a very simple plug and play. It's just another view of it here. You know, you can see the light is throwing out very bright white light, which is ideal. Especially for, you know, a working man like me, look, covered in mud all the time anyway, but that's beside the point. So yeah, it's just, you know, something very simple, cool, effective, that anybody can install, which will always be and has always been the sort of idea of the things I sell, just something that anybody can pick up and install with some basic tools and sort of transform their vehicle a little bit. Yeah, thanks for watching.